it back on there, set it on there, hit some steam. That's what I like about it. Sometimes I do it too fast and then it doesn't do it. And you just take your time and just iron your shirts. But I just wanted to get like basic wrinkles out because this is not for nobody. This is for selling that I'm gonna sell down at the flea market. And you just do it a couple times to where you like it. Now, and this one's pretty cool because you can kind of tell when you need to leave it on there longer. You'll see little spats of water, and you just let it just sit down there for a minute. Bing! And now it's done. So I'm gonna hang that one up, and I'm gonna do another one. These things are pretty cool. I like them. They just got tiny reservoirs. Hold on. They have tiny reservoirs, and on those tiny reservoirs, you know, they don't hold a ton of water. Sorry about the light right there. And I'll show you in a minute on all the t-shirts. Well, I'm sorry. I'll show you in a minute on all the t-shirts that I've actually ironed. But cut off. It does really well when you just want to press a shirt or two. I think it's a great item to have. Once you get done with it, you can cut it off. And you just let it cool, and then you just put it away. Nice hot surface and everything. This was a small one, but my next one's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be probably from here to there because I sold my other big one because it didn't work as well. But I'm looking for the Blanca press, which is actually a commercial style one. All right, guys. Hope this helps. All right, what's going on, guys? It's Will from Your Home Ironing Business. Now today I'm going to work on a couple pieces. I hope you enjoyed the one with the press. Now, I think if you've already seen this before. If you want to see wash machines, you can go see the reviews, but I'm going to show you what I actually do with some of my more simpler stuff and why I love these wash machines. One of the reasons I love it, when I have someone's stuff like this, it's real simple and easy to do. I'll throw it in there, you know, like these are already clean. So I'll just hit them with a little bit of mist. You don't got to hit them with a lot. Like this shirt here really doesn't have to be ironed. It could be hit a couple good, you know, sprays of this stuff. And you are ready to go. Now, again, I kind of told you, I just do this because it's easier this way. And I love these machines. They save me time and they save me money. So take your Febreze, get you a couple little squirts in here. Usually about 10, 11 squirts do mine. And I'll show you how they're hooked up. Well, you know how they're hooked up. I mean, if you haven't seen a wash machine video, then you can actually just go. You can just put a couple squirts in these things. You don't have to put a lot, and they'll run their course. I love how simple these things are. Like I said, I'm in the dry cleaning business, and what this is going to do is going to give me a double whammy of steam. It's going to be fragrance. It's going to make the stuff smell good. And like I said, small orders, big orders, whatever. You know, I don't care. I'm doing orders. Like this thing, I have a second rack. This thing was filled up. I had to buy a second rack. I even have some over here. The only reason I don't have these on here because these are much heavier. These are all denim. So I do keep these small hooks right here. Those. I have some on this door and I have some on another door that come in handy. So I'm going to hook these machines up, get this going, and then I'm going to show you the dry iron I use for this thing. As I was saying, there's so much stuff that you can do in the laundry business to make yourself, you know, a little money. It's a great side hustle, especially if you have lucrative, how can I say it, repeat business, really. I have some guys and some people or customers that I've had probably 10 years plus. So, you know, I just never really did much because I was always doing stuff on my other TV shows. But also, I want to show you what else I use in my house that, you know, I can give you an idea to help you if you decide to do, you know, your own home ironing business as well. I'll show you my setup that I have here. Now, this is my apartment. I don't have a house. I probably will soon, but for right now, I just didn't want a house. I sold my house. Circumstances happened. Wasn't going to go back into another apartment, but I'm in one for now. Okay, make do with what you got. I had an apartment washer. I got at the flea market. It was broke, so I had to kind of make it work the best. But I got this from my buddies. If anybody in the Cincinnati area is interested in washers and dryers, you can see them anywhere. But I got a guy who will bring this to you, fix it for 150 bucks. This thing is like new. It may not be the prettiest, but the damn thing works mint. Let's see. It's a Whirlpool style one, and This thing, it does its job. Love it. My first dryer I got was this one. This is a Whirlpool. This is actually an apartment size dryer. I love these things, man. I mean, these things are worth their weight in gold. I don't have one. I actually have two of them. And if I'm not mistaken, where did I get this one at? I bought this from a guy. He sold this one to me, and then he did me dirt on everything else. But this thing works great. I don't know why he did me dirty on my washer he's supposed to get me, but I forgot about it. I bought that one. I think I got them for $125. I think that's way more than I was supposed to pay, but he refixed some stuff in it. This one here, this old Kenmore one, I got this one for $50. And I think it was 40. Facebook Marketplace. These things come in handy when you do it. So that's kind of my little setup right here, because I don't have a dining room in here. You know, my kitchen is right here, but my dining room set up here, and I run the water right through the sink there. But this is what I use. And funny as it sounds, I found this thing in the streets. I've had that thing for a little while now. It was in the street, just like in the middle of nowhere. And I drove up, saw it, and I was like, what the hell? I picked it and took it home. So now I have that cart too. I always find good stuff, but just wanted to share some of the stuff. And yes, that's right, I got another wash machine right there. Always sharing stuff. And last thing, food for thought. Even though the wash machine is now discontinued, that means that these things will be cheaper. In another year, I guarantee I'll probably get 4 more of these and put them in a storage bin. They work. I never took one apart and seen how they work. I could, but I do know one thing. If you buy a wash machine, it gives you a little manual of anything that basically goes wrong with these things. It's a light up system. And once you figure that out, I've had a couple times where I think they didn't work. I figured it out and they work perfect. As long as you keep them clean, you empty the trays in the back, and you make sure you don't yank the bottom door, these things will work fine. Again, I'm in the dry cleaning business, so I know how important these things are. So I hope this helps someone. I think I might show you what that looks like. Matter of fact, I'll do it before. This is what the shirt looks like. It's wrinkled. And I'm going to show you the iron that I use to make that thing look like gold. I tell people all the time, it's like, hey, man, look, I hate when people think there ain't no money out there. There's money out there. I used to iron shirts, man. That's all I had in the house was shirts at one time. I did kids' uniform shirts. I did lots of different shirts. And that was kind of my thing, because I was a shirt presser. So I stuck with that stuff, and I loved it. So I hope you guys are checking out the video. Like, subscribe. I have lots of stuff on my YouTube channel, but I'm going to stick with the DIY or the ironing business for a while, because I've been doing this for a long time. And just to let you know, I'm talking, God, I was around the ironing business when I was 6 or 7 years old, because my mother was in the business. But I've been probably doing shirts 20 years plus, or dry cleaning 20 years plus. So again, I like what I do. Used to fight, can't do that no more. Can't sing, really can't dance. I don't draw. I still make videos, but this right here always makes me a little moolah for my gas tank and tires and stuff like that. So if you, hey, get out there, start ironing, get you a couple customers. And I'm telling you, word of mouth will get you more customers. All right, I'm out. All right, so as I told you before, this is my favorite. This to me is top of the line. Not gonna lie, I love this stuff. It is a spray starch. I like it, biodegradable. I love this style. I love these bottles. The spray thing works, but when these bottles are gone, I repurpose them. My Dapper Cloth Care System. That's actually my business name. It's not a real business, but I mean, it's my business. So I like to make these bottles over, and they're nice to just repurpose. I'll hit these bad boys with some water, and I will show you when this shirt is done using the dry iron. Like I said before, dry irons, I love them. They're beautiful. I think they're great, a piece of equipment to own. I mean, look at that. Look how smooth that is. Look at that. That is so smooth. I was recording there again. I had to get that. Look at that. You set it down. You just hit it with the dry iron. And these things, man, like I said, when I was introduced to this, and my mother showed me what a dry iron was, she also showed me the iron that was used on the stove. So let me tell you something. If someone is good at doing it off, that style of iron, which, the domestic help, hold on, I'm gonna flip this shirt this way. Domestic help used to use, the hot iron off the stove. And I also seen a video of a guy in Africa. Their irons, they have them in fire. I was like, wow, they had them in a fire and they would grab them out and they would iron clothes. And the weird thing is, in the United States, the poor, we are the richest poor. If you want to, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. We're the richest poor people in the world. But in their country, if you are ironing clothes, that means that you are a lower class. But that's one thing I noticed when foreigners come here. A foreigner will take a job, and for what you won't do something for, they will. So this is a pet peeve. That's why I like the dry cleaning business and I like doing this work. So I just saw that weird. Sometimes you get a chance, watch some of the foreign countries ironing services, and some of them have smaller places than my apartment. I mean, like the size of my bathroom in there, they have an ironing business. And that just like that right there, inspires me to just do better at my business because I have a chance to do it. So I'm gonna finish this shirt off. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. It will keep working. I gotta get a new phone because my phone apps, they close my phone out all the time. But as like I said, why keep doing felling and shit you hate? Go fell at something you like. I'm out, guys. Hope this helps someone. Get out there, get the ironing.